There we go.
Okay, sorry about that. We're just passing the baton a little bit. Again, my name's Lani Lott, and today's webinar is social media tactics. I'm going to be talking about a high-level overview of about 8 to 9 different social media tactics that most of my clients and many of the clients' businesses across the nation are using for business. This webinar is being recorded, as well as you will receive the copy of my PowerPoint presentation with the notes attached. So let's just jump right in. This is 1 hour. We're going to go pretty quickly. And thank you for joining us. Okay, so today's webinar is hosted by the Shasta-Cascade Small Business Development Center. We're a agency or a organization that provides confidential, no-cost advisory and low to no-cost training services. We are funded by the Small Business Administration, as well as the Cal Poly Humboldt Foundation, and part of the Governor's Office of Business and Economic Development. We service our SBDC, the Shasta-Cascade services Trinity County and Shasta County, and our contact information is below. There it will be on every slide throughout, as well as the end slide. So there are in the regions, SBDC regions in the United States, there are 63 regions, and we are the NorCal SBDC, and you can see us up there, that little outline. So there are 1,000 centers covering every county in the United States. If you are not in Shasta or Trinity County, but you are interested in finding out how to access this no-cost services to assist you with your business, just Google SBDC in my region or my county, and it will pop right up, and then it will have your contact information. Thank goodness for Google, right? They're one of my business profile, Google business profile is one of my social media tactics I'm going to talk about today. This is our team providing no-cost expert advice, but then we have another about 40 additional subject matter experts throughout Northern California as part of the NorCal SBDC network. So if there is any topic that you are wanting more information about or assistance with your business, I'm sure we have a consultant or an advisor that can assist you. Here's some stats about how we did from 2017 through 2022. Of course, we like data. Data shows impact or return on our investment. And this is your tax dollars at work. So as you can see, just in Shasta and Trinity County, we've had some great impact. And you can look at this slide once you get it. This is our disclaimer. The information provided in this webinar and any supplementary materials provided to attendees are intended for educational and informational purposes only, and does not constitute professional, financial, or legal advice. No registrant should act or fail to act on the basis of any material contained in this webinar without obtaining proper financial, legal, or other professional advice specific to their situation. The Northern California Small Business Development Center and its host, the Cal Poly Humboldt Sponsored Programs Foundation, specifically disclaims any liability, loss, or risk, personal or otherwise, which is incurred as a consequence, directly or indirectly, of the use and applications of any information presented in this webinar. Okay, get that legal stuff out of the way. This is me. I have been doing business advising for the Small Business Development Centers in Northern California for a number of years. My consulting practice also includes community development, nonprofit management, and downtown and economic revitalization. I love what I do. I love being a woman-owned small business. I have been in business, having my own consulting firm since 2000, so a number of years. That's Charlie. He's my sidekick, has been with me since 2020. And I just like to include him because every once in a while he likes to chime in. Okay, here is the agenda for today, and let's just jump right in. So social media marketing, of course, as a business, you're probably using one or two or maybe even three social media platforms, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is. You're probably got one or two that you're using for real-time, everyday engagement. That is basically what social media is. Here is just kind of a matrix. This was updated for 2022. These are the top social media platforms used by marketers worldwide. And of course, when we're talking business to consumer or B2C, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook Messenger, Pinterest, Snapchat, and Twitter are the most popular, of course, when you're trying to promote your services or your products. When we're talking about business to business or B2B, LinkedIn is the champion there. And then there are a number of social media platforms that are also geared at maintaining and managing your online reputation, which we call review sites. That could be Yelp, TripAdvisor, as well as Google My Business provides a lot of local business marketing, locale marketing. So this just kind of dipping our toe into what it looks like from the worldwide. Here's a dictionary. I always like to try to include this. You may be a very seasoned social media marketer and using it quite robustly in your business and know all these terms. A lot of people don't. So I just have these here so you can kind of look at this a little later if you're still trying to figure out the difference between reach, impressions, fans, followers. And of course, these things change all the time. So this is just kind of a few of the definitions. So let's jump into the number one platform. And I always begin with Facebook because in our two counties, especially Trinity County, we have a lot of rural areas and many businesses. Facebook is really popular with rural communities. I think that's because they're much smaller and their reach is really much more local or regional. I don't know the reasons, but Facebook is still the most popular platform. Now, with everything that's changed with Meta Suite and Facebook pages going from the classic page to the new experience page, things are kind of shifting. And you may be seeing that in your own Facebook page for your business or organization. And I'm going to be doing a couple of webinars in the next couple of months on Facebook page, which will be just about the new experience because they're really moving all the classic pages over to the new experience page. But up and beyond that, Facebook's demographics is changing. The fastest growing demographic is 65 plus. Now, I don't know why. That group grew from 2021. It grew about by 25%. It is the fastest growing, but 25 to 35-year-olds is still the most popular age group for using and engaging with Facebook pages or Facebook. Leading industries that use Facebook are beauty, fitness, e-commerce, employment and job training, healthcare, restaurant, and finance. Now, that doesn't mean if you're an automotive business or a plumbing business that this isn't the platform for you to use to also engage your audience and reach them. These are just some of the stats that come from a study and the most popular. E-commerce, of course, is tied to many product-based businesses that storefronts that were closed during the pandemic and they had to quickly switch over to e-commerce. And Facebook is very popular for not so much shopping directly from the app, but using your Facebook pages and post and advertising opportunities to promote your products and lead people to your e-commerce website. Facebook does offer a shop feature, and you can have it, pay right from the app, but it's pretty, it's not really, as easy to use. I would say you'd want to use the shop for linking your e-commerce website to, not so much using it as a place for transactions, unless you have one or two products and that's all you're going to, be selling. That's a whole nother seminar. So Facebook is best for local marketing. Believe it or not, 60% of Facebook users visit a local business page at least once a week. So you want to really promote your page, keep your customers updated, and connect with your local community. You want to make sure your description and your categories are up to snuff. Your contact information, your hours are current. You're really building out that about piece of your Facebook page, whether it's on the new experience or you're still using the classic page format. You want to have a call to action button, and you want to use your reviews. You have to ask your customers to come and review you on Facebook. It doesn't automatically dump into their feed that you want to review. You need to push that out privately using direct message or a person-to-person or a personal email, and ask them to go to your Facebook page and review. You should be looking at doing that because it really does build up that local reputation, as well as maybe folks looking at your page. If you're in you promote your business outside of your local region or your trade area, and people do read those reviews. So local marketing, advertising. Now, while your business page is a popular hub for those who know about your business, the organic reach isn't as effective as, let's say, using Instagram. But on the other hand, Facebook advertising and Instagram advertising, you can really have great ROI because you have ability to really target your audience, what region down to demographics, interest, and it's affordable. So really looking at the advertising piece, it's a very cost-effective venue or investment. Now, with that said, you, again, like anything you do with your dollars, you want to be very strategic, make sure you know what you're going to be looking for. Are you wanting conversions to your website? Are you wanting to boost an event? Whatever, you want to just build brand awareness. There's all different kinds, and Facebook has an array of options. So watch for the webinar that's going to be coming down in a couple months on just Facebook advertising. Links and photos are still really effective. However, as we know, video is the king. So really get into practice of doing video, whether it's going to do it on your stories or you're going to use Reels. But the engagement comes from posting videos, and it really gives you a very competitive edge. And then community and relationship building. Most people often use their Facebook page to check for announcements, store closings, sales, and other recent information. So if you're thinking, your customer base is that type of base, you're a product-based business or you're a service-based business, and they're Googling you, and you pop up on Google business profile, and then you've linked your Facebook page, just make sure it's current. So you're going to be building those relationships. For your followers that are regular, they are going to check your page frequently to see what else is new, because they gets buried in their newsfeed. So they want to go to your page. And with the new experience page, it is really much easier to post and share things from other pages. And so it's because you're moving through profiles, not pages as much. Okay, and these are the features, right? Facebook Shop, we can do Facebook Live and videos, Facebook Stories, although they're not as popular as Instagram Stories. Groups, advertising, and of course, Facebook Messenger. So let's move, oh, here's the insights. With all of the social media venues, tactics, the one thing that you can, that is probably really the most effective of having is looking at the back end of how your page or your profile is performing, and insights. So you should look at insights, get in, dig deep in there, especially if you're really using whichever platform you're using pretty robustly. Look at the insights, seeing which post reach, how your advertising is doing. And this is just a summary of how Facebook, their page summary. They have lots of different places to go and look how each thing is doing. And you can export the data. You can export up to 6 months of data at one time. So you can look at it over, you know, a day, over a month, over 6 months, and just see how it's growing, where your reach is coming from. And again, the back end, the insights, as Facebook or Instagram or any of the social media platforms change and update and add new things, take things away, it's going to also impact the insights. So you'll see that too. Okay, Instagram, which is owned by Meta Suite or Meta Business, Facebook. And that's why they interface so closely. If you have a professional Instagram profile, a company profile, you can link that to your business page. And so whatever you post on Instagram will come over to your Facebook page. Now, with that said, you don't always, you know, thinking of your post on Instagram may not always be appropriate for your Facebook page. So a lot of folks kind of keep them separate. It's really up to you. But when you're making choices on advertising, you can choose whether to have it go to advertise just your page or also on Instagram too. So it gives you those options. It is one of the most popular visual social platforms. It's all about visual. And today it has over 800 million users. It's a social network where product-based businesses, influencers, and coaches can really thrive. Millennials are your target user, as well as 18 to 24-year-olds, and then again, the 25 to 34-year-olds. A lot of folks are just using Instagram. They've kind of gotten away from Facebook because of the ease of using mobile devices, and lots of people just want to see little snippets, stories, which disappear in 24 hours, you know, really popular on Instagram. More and more folks are using that piece, as well as Reels. And then they do also provide IGTV video, which is kind of like what Instagram's answer to YouTube is. So the industries that do really well, and this is not saying that if you don't fall in this industry, this isn't going to be an effective venue for you, is travel, fashion, health and fitness, lifestyle, photography, and food. Business to business folks are starting to use Instagram too a lot more because of the ability to really get product information and sales information right out there to their potential market or their leads, right from the gram, as they call it. So this is Trinity Water Bar. They're located in Trinity County, and she has a pretty robust Instagram account, as well as Facebook, as well as a website, as well as she does in-person events. So this is one of her ways of reaching. She's a very local-based business, but there's a lot of visitors that travel through, and visitors are searching on Instagram, especially if you have it linked to your Google My Business profile or Google Business profile. They'll come onto Instagram and want to kind of cruise the photos. She is food and water and drinks and events, so she posts quite a variety. Instagram shopping is really coming on, and a lot of folks are using that shoppable post. It is, again, driving folks. You can shop off the app, but again, most businesses that are using Instagram shopping are guiding people focus back to actually make the transition from the website or their e-commerce site that's listed on their website. You must have a Facebook business page to use Instagram shopping. And it used to be that you must have a website to be considered for Instagram shopping. My understanding is they've lifted that, and you may just be able to shop right off the app. Again, not as easy as if you're just guiding them to your website where you can track orders and really, have one place that you're having to monitor. Organic engagement. 71% of Instagram users feel more connected to brands they follow on Instagram. 81% say Instagram helps them to research or discover new products and services. And if you're an active Instagram user, you're always seeing a lot of sponsored ads coming through your feed, and they are doing, that artificial intelligence kind of like, what are you searching for? And then they kind of align ads with that. 72% report making purchase decisions based on something they saw on Instagram. And then 50% of people have visited a website to make a purchase after seeing a product or service in stories. So a lot of product-based businesses are using stories to actually show, whether it's a live video and you're making a story out of it, or a reel, or a stringing together, a number of your posts that are all about fashion or home gift, whatever it may be, food. We see a lot of restaurants showing what their current specials are. So a lot of organic engagement happening on Instagram. Influencer marketing, this should come to no surprise to you guys, as many social media influencers use Instagram as their headquarters. And marketers spend about 69% of their influencer budgets on Instagram, which is more than any other network, even larger than YouTube. So really a lot of, if you're that type of business that's really trying to cater to influencers, trying to get them to mention your products or your services in their Instagram because they have millions of followers, then this is your network of choice. Stories make your business relatable. If you are doing stories, they know you're active. Requires it's a great way for testing ideas. It's really the opportunity to drive traffic and links to your stories, another way to get discovered. Here are some of the business or company features when you switch over from your personal profile over to having a business feature. You have contact information and a link in your bio, detailed matrix or insights. You can link, like I said before, an Instagram account to one Facebook page. You can have stories, reels, and IGTV videos, shoppable posts, and of course, you can do advertising. Here's a little piece of insights. Now, that's my business because I wanted to show you the back end of an Instagram account, and that's mine. I don't use it a lot because, well, I'm a consultant and I'm got kind of boring content because I guess I just am not as creative. I use my Facebook page a lot more, but this will show you where insights are. And they have 3 different components that you can look at from your insights. You can look at content, activity, or audience. So again, once you get going and you're posting and you're doing stories and you're really growing your followers and you have more people you're following, go in and see how your insights are doing. Okay, Twitter. Now, Twitter is a very fast-moving platform, and you have to express your brand in 360 characters or less time. Now, I know Twitter has gotten a lot of bad rap over the last couple of years, so I'm not going to go there, but a lot of businesses are using Twitter to get information out about their mission, their cause, their business, their products, their services. Demographics between 25 and 34 or 35 to 49. Twitter users' demographics tend to be more educated and wealthy. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the stats say. If your business is related to entertainment, sports, politics, tech, or marketing, you stand to earn tremendous engagement on this app, which we know from past. And I have a 27-year-old, and she does use Twitter periodically. Her interest is entertainment. So she is always like retweeting information about upcoming festivals or concerts she's going to. She works in the entertainment field. So sometimes she's sharing information, what her company is doing. So I use Twitter for a client that is a nonprofit organization that is involved in state lobbying. So we use Twitter to get word out about when we have a bill. So there's different ways that folks are using Twitter. Again, it's mostly mobile friendly, so not kind of cumbersome on the desktop. So you kind of want to make sure that you're comfortable with the mobile with Twitter. It's, down 360 characters. Retweets are really popular. Sharing is popular. So some of the strategies, yes, believe it or not, customer service is one of the areas that Twitter really shines. And that is because they has a special customer service feature that allows businesses to quickly respond to customers' needs. This helps the business manage your online reputation, of course, and continue to develop good relationships with your customers. I don't have too many clients that use Twitter. We don't dive deep into a lot of times the social media. We just look at it high level, which one is, strategies, how are they using it, what's good content. So again, with Twitter, you want to think about context by design. It leads itself to an audience interaction that's quick, consistent. So focus on breaking news. It is a news platform, quick updates like for sales or promotions. I've seen Twitter used by the beauty industry if they have an opening they use it also Instagram, but they will also use Twitter if they have an opening that day or down the road for one of their, like, hey, I am taking new clients, or I have a new salesperson. They're taking new clients for Saturdays if you're interested on Saturdays. Videos are huge on Twitter. So behind the scene video of experience people will have when they visit your business. Again, you got to think about video. You got to kind of plan it out. And when you are doing any content building for any of your social media tactics, think about it in the whole realm. Take more pictures, more video than you may need, because how you use your video on Twitter may be very different of how you're going to put it on YouTube, how you're going to then share it on Facebook. So, taking the content, gathering and really building a solid content library, is what I call, is the first step. And then you can decide how you want to then break it up and use it in different platforms. You should be using 2 hashtags per tweet to maximize engagement. Keep track of important hashtags and connect with influencers and using others by offering value whenever possible. And then the one thing about Twitter is you got to tweet consistently. Whether you tweet once per day or 5 times per day, make sure you maintain a consistent presence on Twitter, because it is fast moving and people are looking at it. And if you are growing, you want to grow your followers, you got to keep up those tweets out there, especially if they're getting retweeted or shared. And then some of the for your business features on Twitter, if you're going to have a business account. Private direct message is an option. Advertisement, of course. Customer feedback, I talked a little bit. You can create Twitter list. And then, of course, there's analytics. And the analytics, to get there on your business account, you go to more, and then you click on analytics, and you can, your tweet highlights contain the top tweet, mention, followers, media, which would be your photos, your videos, your GIF tweets. And it also gives you a quick glance at matrix, including tweets sent, impressions, profile visits, mentions, and new followers. So again, looking behind the back end of your social media platform to see how it's performing, or where people are, who's really it's engaging with you, which tweets are getting the most action, is really valuable for how you move forward. Okay, LinkedIn. I'm a big proponent of LinkedIn. Even if you are a product-based or service-based business, every business owner should have a personal profile on LinkedIn. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that before I move into the business side of LinkedIn. So again, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you need to have a personal profile or account then to open or maintain a company LinkedIn. So on the business, the personal profile LinkedIn, it is all about professionalism, you being a professional in your industry. So you want to really make sure that you build out all of the features on your personal profile. And again, when you're doing that, some of my clients have always said, well, if I own the business, how do I put that down as experience? And I go, you just put down that you're the owner right now of that business. And then you add the description, and then you want to build out all your skills. You want to add in on your business, on your personal profile, LinkedIn, who you volunteer for. And then just really linking in over onto your website, your email, and then you want to reach out and build your network. Again, you want to like your friends on your Facebook profile, you have your network or connections on your LinkedIn side. So you want to go and you want to reach out and build up your connections, your personal connections, whether those are folks that you've worked with in the past, that are customers that you know firsthand. If you're going and networking at your business associations, who are those individuals, those colleagues, or those professional individuals that you have met throughout the years. Once you build up your personal profile, then it's time to think, do you want to add a company LinkedIn? Because it is, again, a little different. And we get to the point where, well, oh my gosh, how many social media platforms can I maintain? And that is really up to you as a personal choice, what you can maintain, what's been most effective for you. And I always recommend start with one or two and do them really well, and then add more as you get, as you see the need. Nothing is it's really less effective if you just do a little bit on all of them and nothing really, consistently or robustly enough to build the following and using it as it's intended. So with LinkedIn company page, the demographics are 45 to 55. So think about all those professionals in the peak of their career. Although I've seen with my 27-year-old, all of her friends now are on LinkedIn because they've all graduated from college, or they should have, and they are now in their first year of job career, or maybe they've moved to their second, and they all have LinkedIn. A lot of companies encourage their employees to have LinkedIn personal accounts because then they can then link to their company's page. and gives, another way that their employees can mention their company and their profiles and actually post on the company page. So the LinkedIn industries that do the best on the company pages from my research is hospital, health, software and IT, construction, believe it or not, media and communications, retail, which I found is a little harder, manufacturing. So I don't see a lot of restaurateurs, restaurants on there, but I see the chefs on there, or I see folks in the restaurant industry, if they're doing sales, are on LinkedIn and have company pages. So strategies, of course, LinkedIn was built for business to business marketing. Most people think that, well, LinkedIn is just all about job searching or getting a job or getting employees. Well, yes, that is still one of its key features, but it's not the only thing. Especially when the pandemic hit, we had no way to, meet face to face. And so a lot we're doing, we were engaging on LinkedIn. So long-term content, you can write articles on your company page. You can post between 1,900 and 2,000 words, get the greatest number of views, likes, and comments, and it's actually posted as an article. You can put PowerPoint presentations. You can upload PDFs on your company page. So those are a lot of those things that are not allowed on, are not available to you on the other social media platforms, but LinkedIn does. Again, because it's a professional site, they're want to see things that are informational sharing about industries, about sharing valuable content. Blog posts for reach, blogging is another area that's not social media, but it is like writing, right? You write a blog and then you can use that blog, tear it apart, just like you do your videos. You can tear it apart and repackage it at different, oh, sorry guys, didn't turn my phone off. You can then repackage it onto your different social media venues or tactics. So think about that. Really establish your brand aesthetic. You want to think about branding your business, your company. You can link your website there. You can grow your follower count. Engage in real time. I'm seeing more and more posts from companies and even personal, like, consultants that are selling our services. What people buy from us is our time and expertise. And we'll actually be like doing a live presentation, or we'll be talking about, something that's happening in the industry, more than just sharing a post or a article or a PDF, really bringing it much into more real time. Again, more engaging, right? So on your company page, you can post a free job. You can invite your connections to follow your page, your profile. You can create an event. I'm seeing more and more of clients doing that, using not only Facebook page event feature, but also the LinkedIn event feature. And it's maybe a different followers than on your LinkedIn than on your Facebook page. I mentioned that employees can link to profiles. You can have showcase pages, and that is like a subdomain of your company page, allowing you to spotlight specific areas of your business, like a particular brand or an ongoing initiative. For like, you think about Nike or Adidas, and they have a Nike clothes, and they have Nike these shoes and those shoes or these things. And so they have showcase pages underneath their main company page, because maybe they have, using their mid company page for about general news about Nike, but then specific news about specific products under their showcase pages. And then of course they all have ads, LinkedIn ads, and LinkedIn ads have a variety of places that you can put your ad. You can put it in the messenger, you can have it on the company page, you can put it in the job searches. There's a lot of different places and ways to take advantage of LinkedIn advertising. And we all know that social media tactics don't cost us anything to have other than our valuable time. And as an independent business owner, we know how valuable that is. Or you're so busy managing the business, promoting the business, going out and securing the contracts, delivering the services. Now with social media, it doesn't cost you anything to get these, but it does cost, or it does require investment of time or the ability to get someone to do the time that it takes to build a robust and ongoing consistent, push out of any of the tactics. So think about that. That's why I say start with one or two, see how much time it's going to take, see if it resonates with your customers, give it some time to build. But you cannot have a social media tactic, start it, get like 10 followers and then not post anything for 6 months. It's just not going to be, don't even do it then. It just really, it is an investment of time and of commitment. Here's your LinkedIn and analytics for your company page. Again, you can see visitors, you can see updates, and you can see followers. So this is just, again, the back end of my company page. Okay, YouTube. Let's talk a little bit about what YouTube is and what YouTube is not. YouTube is really a video sharing service that was founded in 2005 by 3 employees who worked for PayPal. And then they went off from PayPal and started YouTube. And it's where users can watch, like, share, comment, and upload their own videos. It has, features include users can search for and watch videos. And I'm sure you are one of them out there that has searched for a video. I know one time I had to change oil and I couldn't remember, or wait a minute, it wasn't changing oil, it was how to jump my battery, right? So, on my mobile, searching how do you jump your battery. You can create a YouTube channel, upload videos to your channel, and I'm talking a branded business channel. You can have your personal channel, but then you can move over into a branded channel just specific for your business to give you additional brand awareness, especially if you are doing DIY videos, or you're recording your educational pieces, or you're doing videos for your business and you're demonstrating how to use the product. You can upload those videos onto your branded YouTube channel. You can then encourage subscribers to follow your YouTube channel, and then you can create playlists to organize them. For example, the Shasta-Cascade SBDC has its own branded YouTube channel where we upload a lot of our webinars as well as other key pieces of information that folks then can go and watch at their leisure. Don't have to watch me live. Oh, but I like having you guys out there. So again, this is a link to our YouTube channel. You'll get it at the very end too, because we give you a link to all of the social media platforms that we support. So your YouTube channel gives you a little bit of information about your business. You can write a little description. You could add links to your website and several social media platforms, whether that's LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is that you want to link from your YouTube channel. You can organize all of your videos. You can grow subscribers. And then it does have some post-production and editing tools. I find them a little cumbersome. However, you can edit, shorten, add different things to it using that edit feature. I think that if you're doing a lot of videos, you probably have a much more sophisticated tool or app you're using that isn't part of the YouTube channel, and you're just uploading your video to YouTube to then be easily found and shared. And then, of course, it offers advertising opportunities for your branded channel. And we see these all the time. Every time you practically turn on to any video, there is either a little short ad that you can easily skip, or there's ones that you have to watch for 30 seconds, or they've got the full-on ad. So again, a lot of advertising. YouTube is second to Google for search engine optimization. You can upload in your videos, you can add a title, you can do a description up to 5,000 characters, a thumbnail, which would be what people see, the first thing they see, clickable links, and then you can organize your videos by subtitles, hashtags. You can include hashtags in there, also playlists. Now, I have used YouTube for an organization, and we've uploaded videos to it. During the pandemic, we went full bore on doing videos to get information out about their members. Since then, they haven't done much, and they were short 2-minute, 3-minute videos, and we uploaded them on YouTube, and then we re-promoted them through the Facebook page, through their embedded on their website. We sent out it in an e-newsletter so that it was an easy, recognizable link that we could then use and promote across all of their marketing tactics, including social media. So just an idea. Here's some tips for you about your YouTube channel. You want to keep your channel branding consistent. So again, it has the ability to have a banner across the top. You can use a free design tool like Canva to design a banner that looks close to it, because it's really long and narrow, so it may take a little manipulation. So maybe you have your logo or you have some other branding you've used, but it just doesn't fit right. So you may go into Canva and refigure it so that it'll fit correctly. Like I said, consider embedding relevant videos on your website, in your blog post, in your email marketing. Call to actions in every video. So think about that. If you're taking the time to do videos, then think about the call to action at the end. Call us now, or include a linkable link to your website. And then YouTube analytics and track the impact. Okay, let me see how I'm doing on time here. Oh, we're doing just fine. Okay, Google Business Profile, which used to be Google My Business. Must have one, especially if you're product-based or you're really wanting to impact your local trade area. It is a free local marketing tool. You can personalize it, add photos, post, offers, and more. You want to engage your customers, reply to reviews. You can take orders for delivery and pickup, add your menu. You want to look at and make sure that all of the information that's in your Google Business Profile is current. I know it's hard to update if you've lost when you first did your Google Business Profile way back and you lost your password. It's not as easy to find it. We will work with you to help you, but you need to make sure that information is current and keep it current. You can actually now link to your social media platforms. They've allowed you to add those icons, and you can have pictures of products and services. It has really grown. And if you wonder, if your business is on that, just search it on Google, because this is what pops up. And if you are a place location, you will be physically on the map. This is how those businesses get on that map. High demographics, high impact of people that are within your shoppable area, within your local trade area, will use that search feature of Google to find something, whether it's a restaurant, a hotel, attraction, a service. So you want to make sure that, you are on that place, because if you are especially in any place where you're really seeing a bump up of visitors and, tourism. TikTok, I'm just going to leave it here. I'm not a TikTok gal, but here is your demographics. TikTok and like Snapchat, it sometimes gets some bad rap, but this TikTok is really about geared at 10 to 19-year-old female. 60% of the demographics are female, and these are the industries. Here is their page for what it looks like to get started. I hear from some clients that TikTok is really what they like. It's fun. They're really getting a lot of engagement. Great. I don't do a webinar on TikTok yet. I maybe should, but I wanted to at least include it into one of the tactics that you may want to consider. Pinterest is the 4th largest social network in the United States. Again, it is the biggest search engine with more than 2 billion searches each month. Now, it is about women. 8 out of 10 moms use Pinterest. They have a majority of users are in the higher income bracket. So think about it as a large bulletin board. So strategies that work really well in Pinterest are family-friendly content, inspiration and tips, guides and itineraries, a lot with beauty, fashion, how-tos, do's, birthday parties, all of those things. It's the only social media with a visual search. There is a lot of, it attracts web traffic to be directed to places such as your company's e-commerce, links to the products that they're on the third-party program. These are the shop the look pins. They have a variety of pins that you can use. They have a variety of boards, and they do offer advertising. So if Pinterest is one of if you are in a business that's really about, I've seen a lot of flower businesses on that, landscaping businesses, of course, anything in fashion, beauty, as I mentioned. Pinterest may be what you're using. And again, they offer analytics. Okay, Snapchat. Just this morning, Snapchat was getting a really bad rap for just really bad rap. So I don't even want to go into details. But again, I'm not as familiar with Snapchat video ads. It's for young audience. It's location-based marketing. And again, the demographics are on the younger end. Now, industries that do well on the Snapchat is school and college, possibly because they're really catering to the high school and to the folks that are in college, gyms, salons, restaurants, concerts. And then these are the these right here, I thought was really interesting, that these are the type of attributes that do well on these different social media tactics. So Snapchat is silly, creative, attractive, adventurous, excited, happy, playful, where over here on Facebook, it's more informed, curious, self-conscious, connected, entertainment. So this is just kind of how do you feel with each of the following emotions when you're using this app? So this was just kind of something I thought, oh, I'm just going to add that because it's interesting. And then your review sites. And I'm almost at the end, folks, so hang with me. You want to make sure you have your review sites in order, depending on, these are the rankings. of the most popular review sites from Alexa. So Google My Business is one of the highest. Then Amazon, Facebook, Yelp, TripAdvisor, all the way down to Foursquare. Again, what you want to think about reviews and across all of your social media platforms is how you can use that as building your online reputation, as well as repackaging it as valuable content to push out to your audience so that you can build your followers. I see I have a question in the chat. Oh, I see it's David. He's just saying that our center director, he's just saying that because I'm closing up here, that we do have a survey link and it's in your chat to please fill it out because we want to make sure that this hit your interest and what else you might want more information about, or a webinar about, what other topics are of importance to you. Okay, I wanted to just close it up real quick. 15 social media marketing tactics, tips to think about. Post content 4 to 6 times a week. Respond always to all your comments and direct messages, wherever they're coming from. Monitor your brand mentions and industry-related content. That means follow other pages that are about your industry so that you can then reshare that. That's valuable content. It may be trends, it may be tips. Check your analytics. You don't need to do it every day. I put monthly. If you do it monthly, let's say you do it just like you're closing out your books for the month, you want to look at how your social media is performing. Use the scheduling feature across all of your platforms. And then also consider a tool that allows you to do it in one dashboard. I talk more about that in the social media and the 25 plus tools and tips, tools and digital marketing tools that are free or low cost. And one of them is like Hootsuite. Incorporate hashtags on all your platforms. Shoot videos and photos for the intended platform. Here is a blog from Constant Contact that had all of the social media sizes as a cheat sheet for you. Really valuable piece for you to bookmark. Think about adding FAQs to address common questions, track your competition's Facebook ads, promote content on YouTube within the first 24 hours, send a video message to follow up and introduce yourself. And then this week, ask for 3 reviews or recommendations. Again, here's your next steps. Review your social media marketing goals and update your strategy for the remaining of 2023. Assess each of your platforms you're currently using and consider if they're being leveraged to the fullest. And then just develop an action plan of what kind of content you want to share. Experiment with video. Consider some social media ads and what that might look like to your budget and how you go about that. And then dig into your analytics. Just get to know everything you can about the social media platforms you're using or want to use. And with that said, here's our last page. I just did it, 11:59. Whew. If you are interested in finding out more about our services and you are located in Shasta or Trinity County, just email Emily up there or give us a call, or to contact to find an office in your area. There's the link, americasbdc.org/find-your-SBDC. These are our social media platforms that we use to really share information about what our center is offering. We do also have an email marketing newsletter that comes out, or an email that is Emily's great. She posts whenever there's current information, update on any grants or loans that may be available to for-profit businesses, as well as upcoming webinars. You can sign up for that really easy from our website. And with that said, thank you very much, everyone, for your time. Do I have any specific questions? I know I'm over just a little bit from the time I said I'd sign off. And with that said, have a great week and hope to see you again. I'm going to be doing another webinar later this month on balancing traditional advertising with digital marketing, advertising and platforms. So how do you balance like in-person networking and direct mail with your digital marketing that you use? So you may want to kind of join me for that hour. Okay. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing, and I'm going to leave.